Welcome to Riji. Now we are going to start the new chapter, that is system of circles. In last class we completed the JEE problems of 6 circles chapter here. Now we are going to start the system of circles here. The weightage of, if you discuss about the system of circles chapter, the weightage of system of circle is 2 plus 4, that is equal 6 marks. In IP, when comes to IP, one 2 marks question and one 4 marks question, total 6 marks. When comes to JEE, there is a possibility to get one question, and when comes to MSET, there is a possibility to get 1 to 2 question. This is the weightage of the chapter system of the circles here. And if you go through this chapter, generally the system of circles is nothing but group of circles, is called system of circles. Group of circles, the relation between two or more than two circles is called system of circles. The natures and their relations we need to discuss in this chapter here. And this is about system of circles. System of circle is nothing but group of circles here. It may be 2 or more than 2 here. And in that we have several types of points here. In that, the first one, the angle between two intersecting circles are we have several types here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 here. And in this, the first one, angle between two intersecting circles, is the heading for this one. Here we are taking two circles. Between these two circles, the angles are noted here. And the first one, if D is the distance between the centers and R1 R2 are the radii of two intersecting circles, then the angle between the circle is cos inverse of D square minus R1 square minus R2 square by 2 into R1 R2. This is the angle between the intersecting of two circles here. Let us discuss about the proof for this one. Here, let C1 comma C2 are the centers of two circles, and R1 comma R2 are radii of two circles here. Radii of circles S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 respectively. First of all, we are taking proof, that is, let C1 C2 are the centers of the circle and R1 R2 are the radius of two circles, that is, first one is S is equal 0 and the second one is S dash is equal 0. And here we need to prove angle between two lines, angle between two circles here, angle between two intersecting circles here. And the diagram for this one is, so this is one circle I am taking, and I am taking one more circle here. This is S is equal 0 and this is S dash is equal to 0 here. The first one, S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0, and having center, I am explaining first about the diagram. Having center, this is a center and this is a center for S dash is equal 0. This is C1 and C2. So I am joining these two distances here, and this distance is nothing but small d here. And if you draw radius here, this is the point, intersection of this point is called P here. This point PC1 is and PC1 and PC2 are radius here, and if you draw a tangent here, if you draw a tangent, I am drawing tangent to this line, this radius PC2 tangent and PC1 tangent. Here I am drawing PC1 tangent and PC2 tangent. These intersecting points on C1, C2, I am considering this is A and this is B here. So the angle made by PAB, AB lines is considered as theta. Observe clearly here. S1 is S is equal 0, S dash is equal 0. Both circles are intersecting here, and these two circles are intersecting at one point, that is in point of intersection. This is called point of intersection. Capital P is called point of intersection here, and I am joining the centers here C1, C2. This distance is called small d here, and I am drawing to the point of intersection and C1 and to the point of intersection and C2. Those two are radius here, small r1. This is r2 here, r1 and r2 here, and I am drawing a tangent to the PC1 is here, PC1 tangent, that is PB here, and I am drawing one more tangent, that is PC2 for PC2, that is PA is the tangent. The angle between two tangents, the angle between two tangents is theta. The angle between two tangents is theta. So this is complete about the diagram. So I am explaining the problem here. I am explaining the solution for this one, proof for this one, and see here. Generally here we need this angle between two tangents here. So I am taking angle of C1P C2. C1P C2 is equal to, can I write like this? So angle of C1PB plus next C2PA. C2PA. Here I am writing angle of total angle C1PB is equal to sum of these two C1PB and C2PA. In that, if you eliminate this one, eliminate minus of angle APB, then you will get angle of total CAP here. So here these two lines are, this PC1 and PB are perpendicular each other. Why? Because this is a radius and this is a tangent. Always tangent and radius in a circle, when comes to point of intersection, those are perpendicular each other. So similarly, this is a circle. I am drawing a tangent here. The point of intersection to center, radius and tangent are always perpendicular each other here. So similarly, you can take these two angles of 90 degrees pi by 2 and pi by 2. So minus of, here we don't know this angle, that is theta here. So similarly, pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is nothing but pi here, pi minus theta. Here this total angle is angle of C1P C2 is equal to pi minus theta. This is the angle between total lines here, and PC1 is nothing but PC1 is equal to R1 and PC2 is equal to R2, and angle here PA C1 and C2 is equal to R here. C1 C2 is equal, C1 C2 distance is D here, and from the triangle if you observe P C1 and C2, from the triangle PC1 C2, if you apply cosine rule for this one is for the triangle, for the cosine rule, if you apply cosine rule for the triangle here, so cos theta here, sorry, C1 C2 whole square, that is equal to PC1 whole square plus PC2 whole square minus 2 PC1 PC2 cos of angle between CP1 CPC2. This is the complete cos of angle between these two lines here. So if you substitute C1 C2 is equal to d square and PC1 is equal to r1 square, PC2 is equal to r2 square minus 2 PC1 r1 r2 cos of t pi minus theta. So that is nothing but cos theta. So here it will become, so what will happen here? So d square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square minus 2r1 r2 cos theta. Here pi minus theta is nothing but cos theta. Here we want only cos theta. So I am sending cos theta is equal to d square minus r1 square minus r2 square. I am sending these two terms here. So it will become cos theta is equal to r1 r2 cos theta is equal, here this is the remaining term here. So I am sending r1 square r2 square to right hand side, then it will become d square minus r1 square minus r2 square cos theta is equal to d square minus r1 square minus r2 square divided by 2r1 r2. So this is the cos theta value and we need here theta value. We need theta value here. We need theta value, that is equal, theta is equal cos inverse of d square minus r1 square minus r2 square divided by 2 into r1 r2. This is the final proof for the angle between two intersection of circles here. And listen once again, here I am taking these two, C1 C2 is distance here and the point of intersection P is there here. So I am drawing the radius of PC1 and PC2 from the point of intersection to the centers here, so that we are getting radius R1 and R2 here, and at the point of intersection PC1, at the point P, we are drawing tangent here, that is PB, and that same way similarly at PC2 we are drawing one more tangent at P here, that is PA. That both the tangents are perpendicular to the PC1 and PC2 respectively, and the total angle is C1P C2 is equal to angle of C1P B plus C2P A. So sum of these two angles minus of angle between APB. So this is they both are perpendicular each other, so that's why the angle of these two angles equal to pi by 2, and this is theta. Pi by 2 plus pi by 2, that is pi here, pi minus theta here, and this is PC1 is equal to R1 and PC2 is equal to R2 radius 2, and C1 C2 is equal to small d, the distance between two centers here, and from applying cosine rule here, so from the triangle C1P C2, the cosine rule is equal to C1 C2 whole square plus PC1 whole square plus PC2 whole square minus 2 into PC1 into PC2 of cos of angle between C1 PC2 here, and C1 C2 whole square is nothing but distance d here. PC1 is equal to R1 square plus R2 square minus 2 into R1 R2 cos of pi minus theta, that is nothing but d square is equal to R1 square plus R2 square minus 2 R1 R2 cos theta. 2 R1 R2 cos theta is equal to, if you simplify here, cos theta is equal to, we got here, from that we need only theta angle here. So I am sending cos inverse of d square minus R1 square minus R2 square by 2 into R1 R2. This is all about the point number 1 here. This is a proof for the point 1 here, and the next point is and the next point, that is here, if two circles intersecting at an angle of 90 degrees, then they are said to be orthogonal. So if two circles, the second point, two circles are intersecting here, these two are intersecting orthogonally, this is 90 degrees, they are intersecting at 90 degrees, then they are called as orthogonal. These two circles considered as orthogonal. When the two circles are intersecting at 90 degrees, then two circles are called as orthogonal. This is also 90 degrees here. If one is 90 degrees, this is also 90 degrees. This is about all about the second point here. And the third point here, if d square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square, d square is equal to r1 square plus r2 square, then the angle between the two circles, the angle between the two circles is 90 degrees, then the length of common chord here. Listen carefully, here the same condition like previous one. So I am drawing two circles here, sorry. This is one circle and this is also one circle here. So this is S is equal 0 and this is S dash is equal 0 here, and this is having center C1 and this is having center C2. So these two circles are intersecting perpendicular each other, having 90 degrees at intersection, point of intersection, that is P here, point of intersection P here. Here if you want to find the length of common chord here, length of common chord, observe clearly here, these two circles are intersecting and perpendicular intersecting here. So if you want to find the length of common chord for these two circles, this is the green line is called common chord here, and for this common chord length, if you want to know, just that is the formula is 2 of r1 r2, 2 r1 r2 divided by square root of r1 square plus r2 square. Here if you want to know the length of common chord of two circles are intersecting perpendicularly, so this is the formula for this one, 2 into r1 r2 by square root of r1 square r2 square, where r1 is the radius of circle S is equal 0 and r2 is equal to radius of S dash is equal 0. If you substitute the values of r1 and r2, then you will get the length of common chord here. This is the length of common chord, this is the green line is called length of common chord when the two circles are intersecting perpendicular each other. And the next point is so the fourth point is if the theta is the angle between two circles, if the theta is the angle between two circles with radius r1 r2, then the length of common chord is, for example, in previous case the circles must be perpendicular each other here, and in this case if it is not perpendicular each other, if the two circles are not perpendicular each other, then the condition for length of common chord here. So I am taking one circle here. I am taking one more circle. Here this is circle S1, S is equal 0, and this is S dash is equal 0, having of center C1 and C2, center and C1 and C2, and for this one the point P is called the point of intersection P, and here the angle between these two radius at point of intersection is theta. Theta is, we don't know, that is not perpendicular. Theta is equal to not 90 degrees. If theta is equal to not 90 degrees, so then the length of common chord, if theta is equal to not 90 degrees, then the length of common chord, the green line length, chord is nothing but, so the length of common chord, the distance between these 2 points here, P and Q are point of intersections P and Q, the length is called, this PQ is common chord for S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0. Then if you want to find the length of this common chord, then the formula is 2 R1 sin theta, 2 into R1 R2 sin theta divided by square root of R1 square plus R2 square plus 2 R1 R2 cos theta, where R1 and R2 are radius of S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 similarly, and R1 R2 are radius of S is equal 0, S dash equal 0 respectively. Here sin theta and cos theta is there, where theta are angle between the intersection of the angle between point of intersection, the angle between two circles, the angle between two circles at point of intersection P. Here the angle between two circles then at point of intersection P, here this is theta. When theta is equal to not equal to 90 degrees, then only possible to find the length of common chord by using this formula. If it is 90 degrees, that is the previous formula here, and these are the two cases here. And the next one is see here, if theta, here if theta is the angle between the circles S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0, then cos theta is equal this condition, that is equal a C1 plus C2 minus 2 into G1 G2 plus F1 F2 by square root of 2 into square root of G square plus F square minus C into G1 square plus F1 square minus C1. This is the condition. So I am taking solution for this one. This is a formula for angle here. Generally I am taking proof for this one. Let S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 be the circles here, be two circles, and C1 and C2 are centers, and R1 comma R2 are radius. So I am writing two circles here. This is S is equal 0, this is S dash is equal 0, C1 and C2, this is C1, this is C2, and R1, R2. So C1 is nothing but minus G minus F. Minus G, C1 I am taking minus G and minus F. Similarly, I am taking C2 minus G1 minus F1. This is center C1 and C2 here. I am taking R1 square root of G square plus F square minus C and R2 is equal to G1 square plus F1 square minus C1. This is the R1 and R2. Let's substitute the values in this formula, that is equal to cos inverse of, here cos theta is equal to our formula, angle between two lines, two circles here, square root of d square minus r1 square minus r2 square by 2r1 r2 cos 2r1 r2, sorry, that's it, 2r1 r2. This is the formula here, and so this is the formula for this one. So let's substitute C1, C2, R1, R2 in this formula. Here d square is there, so we don't have d square. So d square is nothing but the distance between two centers is nothing but d square. So let's find d square here, that is nothing but square root of minus g 1 minus of minus, that is plus g square. So square root of, first I am finding d here. So minus f1 square plus f whole square. So here this is d square implies d square will become square and root will get cancelled here. So square and root get cancelled. The final d square value is called, so g plus g1 whole square, g plus g minus g1 whole square plus f minus f1 whole square. This is the d square value. Let's substitute d square value in this expression. So cos theta is equal g minus g1 whole square plus f minus f1 whole square minus r1. R1 is nothing but this is the r1 value. So g square plus f square minus c into whole square and g1 square plus f1 square minus c whole square. So divided by 2 into g square plus f square minus c into, this is nothing but 2 into r1. R1 I am taking this one, 2 into r1 r2. So g1 square plus f1 square minus c1. This is c1 here, and let's solve these all these questions here, and cos theta is equal g minus g1 whole square. So that's why I am expanding this term here. So g square plus g1 square minus 2g g1 plus f square plus f1 square minus 2g f1 2f f1, and here square and root get cancelled, here also square and root get cancelled. So it will become, so product of these two terms here, so product of these two terms I am taking here, 2 into r1 r1 square, sorry, only r1 square minus r2 square, oh right, this is also minus here, this is minus here. So then it will become minus g square minus f square plus c, then minus g1 square minus f1 square plus c1. So whole divided by, this is the value here. So g square plus g square get cancelled, g1 square get cancelled, f square get cancelled, f1 square get cancelled here. So if you take common c1 plus c2 minus of 2 into f1 plus g1 divided by the denominator value 2 into g square plus f square minus c into 2 into g1 square plus f1 square minus c1. This is the final answer for the angle between two circles here. So S is equal to 0 and S dash is equal to 0. Just substituting the center C1, C2, R1, R2 for the respective values in this formula, I am getting this condition here. This is all about the fifth point here, and the next point is So here if the circle S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 cut each other orthogonally, then the condition is if circle S is equal 0 and one more circle S dash is equal 0, if they are cut each other orthogonally, then the condition is 2GG1 plus 2FF1 is equal to C plus C1 here. This is the condition where G and F are center of S is equal 0 and G dash F dash are center for S dash is equal 0 and C1 C2 are constants of S is equal 0 and S dash is equal 0 respectively. This is all about the condition question. Point number 6 here. This is the explanation for 6th point here, and the next 7th point is here two circles with center C1 C2 and are each other orthogonally, then the condition if two circles intersecting perpendicular each other C1 C2, this is S is equal 0 and this is S dash is equal 0 here. And if you want to find the radius for this one, if the two circles are system of circles are intersecting each other at point P, that is point of intersection P here with a radius of R1 and R2 and C1 C2 with the distance. So then the radius, if you want to know the radius, that is equal R is equal C1 C2 by square root of 2 here, where R is the radius of circle. Here R is the radius of circle, sorry, R is equal C1 C2 by R2. C1 C2 is nothing but the distance between two centers is nothing but C1 C2 and divided by square root of 2 here. Then you will get the radius of circles here. This is all about the system of circles, first part, introduction part. In next session we will discuss about the some more important parts of system of circles. Thank you.